Teenagers are at a stage of life where their bodies are growing rapidly, their hormones are changing, and their independence is increasing every day. Because of this, what they eat has a huge impact on their health, energy, mood, and even how they perform in school or sports. Parents often struggle to get teenagers to eat healthy because junk food, fast food, and sugary snacks are everywhere, and they seem more appealing than vegetables, fruits, or home-cooked meals. But the truth is that it is possible to encourage a teenager to eat healthy without forcing them or turning meals into arguments. The key is to understand how teenagers think, what motivates them, and how food can be connected to their goals, lifestyle, and identity. Teenagers often value independence, so the more you try to control them, the more they push back. If you demand that they eat vegetables or criticize them for choosing chips, they may resist even more. Instead of lecturing, it helps to give them a sense of ownership. Involve them in planning meals, ask what foods they'd like to try, or take them grocery shopping and let them pick healthy snacks. When a teenager feels like they have a choice, they are more likely to choose wisely. Even small steps, like letting them add toppings to a salad or helping prepare smoothies, can spark curiosity and make them more open to trying new foods. Another way to motivate teenagers is to connect food with their goals. Many teens care about how they look, how much energy they have, or how well they perform in sports or studies. Instead of saying, "Eat broccoli because it's good for you," you can explain that eating a balanced meal with lean protein and vegetables can help them build muscle, improve skin health, or concentrate better in class. For a teenager who loves sports, explain how hydration, protein, and complex carbs fuel their performance. For someone who cares about appearance, highlight how vitamins and minerals from fruits and veggies can give them clearer skin or healthier hair. When they see food as a tool for their goals instead of just a boring rule, they begin to care more about what goes into their bodies. Teenagers also love convenience. Most of the time, they reach for chips or candy not because they hate healthy food, but because it's quick and easy. You can use this to your advantage by making healthy options just as available. Keep cut fruits like apples, grapes, and berries ready in the fridge. Prepare trail mix with nuts and dried fruits. Keep whole grain wraps, boiled eggs, or yogurt cups on hand so they can grab them when hungry. If a healthy snack is just as quick as junk food, they're more likely to choose it. Presentation also matters. Teenagers are influenced by what looks appealing. A smoothie bowl topped with colorful fruit and nuts may look more Instagram-worthy and therefore more attractive than a plain plate of vegetables. Another strategy is leading by example. Teenagers watch more than they listen. If they see you drinking soda while telling them to drink water, your words lose power. But if they see you enjoying a salad, sipping on water, or eating balanced meals without complaining, they absorb the behavior naturally. Family meals can be a powerful way to model healthy eating. Sitting together at the table without distractions like phones or TV and enjoying nutritious food creates a positive environment. If you turn meals into family bonding rather than a lecture about nutrition, teens begin to associate healthy food with love, comfort, and connection. Peer influence is also huge in a teenager's life. If all their friends are eating burgers and fries, they don't want to be the odd one out. Instead of forbidding junk food, teach moderation. Help them understand that it's fine to enjoy pizza or soda sometimes, but balance it out with healthier meals throughout the day. If you make healthy eating too strict, it feels like punishment, and teenagers will rebel. Encourage them to choose healthier options even when eating out with friends, like grilled chicken instead of fried or water instead of soda. Sometimes, introducing them to trendy healthy foods like smoothie bowls, avocado toast, or protein shakes can make them feel cool while still being nutritious. Education is also important, but it must be done carefully. Teenagers don't usually respond well to lectures, but they do like interesting facts. Share how certain foods affect the brain, mood, or even hormones. For example, explain that too much sugar can cause energy crashes, which makes it harder to stay awake in class or perform in sports. Share that protein helps repair muscles after workouts, or omega-3 fatty acids improve focus and memory. Turn food into something scientific and fascinating instead of a boring health lesson. Sometimes documentaries, YouTube videos, or TikToks about food and health can be more effective than lectures from parents. Encouraging balance instead of perfection is essential. If a teenager feels like they have to give up all their favorite foods, they'll be discouraged. Instead, teach them the 80-20th rule. 80% of the time, eat healthy whole foods, and 20% of the time, enjoy treats. This way, they don't feel deprived, and they are more likely to maintain healthy habits long-term. Also, allow them to have a say in when and what to eat. If they ask for burgers one night, maybe prepare homemade burgers with whole grain buns, lean meat, and lots of vegetables. This way, they still enjoy the food they love but in a healthier version. Teenagers are also at risk of developing unhealthy relationships with food if they feel too much pressure about their body or diet. Instead of focusing on weight, emphasize strength, energy, and health. Avoid negative comments about body size. Instead, highlight positive changes like, "You seem more energetic since you started eating breakfast," or, "That smoothie you made looks amazing." Encouragement builds confidence and motivates them to keep making better choices. Practical routines also help. Encourage them to eat breakfast, because skipping it often leads to overeating later. Stock the kitchen with simple, nutritious breakfast options like oatmeal, smoothies, or eggs. Encourage balanced meals with protein, carbs, and healthy fats rather than cutting out food groups. Help them pack lunch for school so they don't have to rely on vending machines or cafeteria junk food. Teach them to drink water regularly instead of energy drinks or sodas. These small, everyday habits make a big difference over time. Cooking skills can empower teenagers. Many teens enjoy learning new skills when given responsibility. Teaching them to cook simple healthy meals like stir-fried veggies, scrambled eggs, or smoothies makes them more independent and less reliant on fast food. You can even make cooking fun by turning it into a family activity, experimenting with recipes, or challenging them to cook a meal for everyone once a week. When teenagers prepare their own meals, they take pride in their choices and are more likely to eat what they made. It's also important to understand emotional eating. Teenagers often deal with stress, peer pressure, exams, or body image issues. Sometimes they turn to junk food for comfort. Instead of shaming them, help them identify emotions and find healthier outlets like exercise, journaling, or hobbies. Show them that food is for nourishment and enjoyment, not stress relief. If they understand the emotional triggers behind their choices, they can make healthier decisions. Patience is key because change doesn't happen overnight. Teenagers may resist at first or still prefer fast food, but small consistent steps matter. Celebrate little wins, like choosing water instead of soda or adding vegetables to a meal. Don't expect perfection, and don't give up after setbacks. The goal is to build long-term healthy habits that will benefit them into adulthood. The truth is that teenagers want independence, but they also want to feel good, look good, and succeed in life. By showing them how food connects to their goals, making healthy choices convenient and appealing, and supporting them without judgment, you can guide them toward better habits. Over time, they'll begin to notice the difference in their energy, mood, and even appearance, and that positive reinforcement will encourage them to stick with it. The journey of getting a teenager to eat healthy is not about strict rules, but about guidance, inspiration, and balance. By creating an environment where healthy food is normal, enjoyable, and connected to their personal goals, you help them develop habits that last a lifetime. And as they grow older, they will remember not the rules you set but the support, encouragement, and example you provided, shaping them into adults who appreciate the value of nourishing their bodies.